Hi, welcome Aries. It's me, Barbara James, with your spiritual energy reading with the tarot. And we're going to finish off with the wishing bowl as well today. And we've got some other messages from these cards up here too. So how are you doing? I was just reading about your sign actually. It was saying how, we know you're always out the door first and you're the go-getters and you like to take the lead. But one of the other sides of that is that other people sometimes might be take you for granted with your energy. And then they also might, because you're so there's a sort of innocent energy. It's like you're the first of all of the zodiac signs, so you've got this innocence and purity of spirit. Sometimes other people see that and they go, oh, I can pull a fast one there, or they might have a slightly more crooked agenda. And the word that suits you so well, I think, is when you see someone who hasn't been as straightforward as you are, you've got the sense of feeling baffled. It's kind of, you're baffled by it. It's not in your vocabulary. It's like, why would they be like that? And I just thought that's so apt. My moon is in Aries, so at times I have strong feelings in the similar way that you do, and I can't make sense of things that are less than honourable. You think, why would people be like that? But anyway, right, let's go into the reading and see what any messages we've got. Of course, the reading isn't for everyone, but I'm hoping, my intention here is to raise your vibrations, and there might be some helpful messages along the way. So you've got in the middle of the reading the King of Cups, which is a water energy, so it could be Cancer or Pisces for me, and then next to it is the Hanged Man. So this is the major arcana. This is a more dominant card, but this is a very strong card too, even though it's one of the minor arcana cards. It's a court card, and it's showing experience and wisdom. So you're showing control in your emotions, your maturity, and you're someone that other people can trust and go to for like being a natural counsellor, and you care about the feelings of others as well. So they might look at you as a safe harbour in some way, Aries. And then with the Hanged Man next to you, it's saying that there's some kind of pause in your life. I mean, we're all experiencing, our lives are on hold in some way or other with COVID-19. But with the Hanged Man, it's sort of saying we might be using this time to look inwards to find out what our needs are in a more spiritual way, so less than in a material way. And if you imagine the hangman, imagine he's got pentacles in those pockets and that they're falling out, and then that's saying he's not looking at the material side of things as much, and instead looking for more spiritual importance in his life. So also with the Hanged Man, they say about there can be sacrifices are being made. So sometimes if you put if you're making sacrifices for other people, it's important that you need to remember to put your interests at the forefront of your needs before you can help other people. I mean, I always think of that thing, if you're in an aeroplane and they're going through the safety procedures, and if you're going to go down, you need to make sure you put the oxygen mask on your face first. You don't put it on your child or someone that's close to you first, because you've got to make sure you're okay first. So Aries, please look after you first, yeah. And then I know you're the incurable good guy or gal, but also there's like a feeling of making sure as well, if we help other people out too often, we might be denying them the opportunity to learn about themselves. So it's quite beneficial to step back and make sure that you let other people work things out for themselves. I know it's especially Aries, you want to get in there and you just think, well, I can do that. I'll sort it out. But you might need to just take some time, take a step back, especially when you're coming from such an honourable place here. You really are caring and looking in a responsible way about your emotions and caring for other people. So just take a step back and let things unfold, and maybe let people find out for themselves about a situation that you might previously have wanted to dive in and help with. Yeah. Then at the bottom of the base of the reading, you've got this Star card, which is another major arcana. So you've got this kind of patience and waiting, and then the Star is about healing. It's about replenishing any energy that's given is replenished and given back to you with these receptacles here. 1 foot on the ground, 1 foot in the water. So there's a very nice balance and flow of emotion there. I mean, very much the King of Cups. So it feels like you are very a calm Aries energy in this situation. Obviously, this is all transient, and with the tarot, I always say this is the direction you're headed in at the moment with the current goals that you have in mind and the current attitudes. But obviously, at any point, we're all free to say, okay, I'm changing that direction. I'm going to go in a different direction, and all of this it's fluid, and of course, it's a general reading, so it won't be for everyone. But with the star card, when the sky goes really dark, that's often when the stars shine the brightest. So I feel like you are actually quite a healing energy for somebody else as well. You've got this calmness about you, and I guess Aries, you're not easily fazed by situations. I feel like you're in this situation, whatever it is, you've really got a nice level air about you, very natural, and feeling comfortable in the situation. So you're using calm reason and rationale with your energy and your aura, so just feeling completely natural. And you might be kind of like a guiding star to other people there, with that lovely star on the top there in the middle of the picture. So very positive energy here, and also talking about you holding on to your wishes and dreams as well, Aries. So making sure you manifest, focus where it is you want to be going and what it is you want to, how you want things to work out. If it's to do with another person, picture that relationship going the way you want it to go, and then picture how the words that would be being said. Often they say as well with words, it's not always exactly the words we say, it's the feeling that goes behind it. So, it might be worth sometimes putting words in writing if it's, if the emotion is very strong. It might be a nice calm way to write things down, and then it gives you a chance to step back. But you're doing everything in a beautiful, calm way anyway, so it feels really nice, this energy. Okay, in the recent past, there's some disappointment or some sadness about maybe losing faith in a situation with the Five of Pentacles. So feeling out in the cold, maybe with another person. It can be about finances as well. So feeling, maybe you're having to count your pennies, but there's a sense of clinging together with someone else here as well. So even through the difficult times, you're managing to hold on to each other. But it's a passing phase, this. And they do say help is just around the corner. So don't be afraid to ask for help. And I know, Aries, that side of my personality, I really don't like asking for help. But sometimes other people enjoy being able to give you that help, so maybe don't deny them the opportunity to give you a hand up as well if you need to, right. And then above you, you've got the Five of Wands, which is saying maybe there's some kind of conflict and you're having to defend your wishes and hopes, or there's someone around you that's making you feel like you have to, this is basically lots of people throwing in their ideas and their opinions, but no one's listening, and everyone's from a different, coming from a different perspective. They're all different kind of arms coming in here with different outfits attached to them. So many different opinions and ideas and beliefs, and this is kind of what's on your mind. This is a possible scenario that you're thinking about, but you feel like there's a conflict of interest in some kind of, in a passionate feeling energy around your what's important to you. And this is very you. This is fire energy. So there's some kind of conflict, maybe to do with your wishes and your goals. And then as you move forward, the energy as you're going into the few weeks coming up ahead of you, you've got the Knight of Swords energy. So he's a very sort of charging ahead, wanting action, can be quite impatient as well. There's a flame coming out of this chimney here, this tower. He's raring to go. I think on the other decks of cards, it's got the horse reared up. So it's kind of feeling impatient and a bit argumentative as well, this kind of energy. So I don't know if this is you or someone around you, but there's a hot-headedness, I feel like, with this Knight of Swords energy. So it can be quite argumentative, which is quite similar to this Five of Wands here. So maybe you're thinking about this disagreement or conflicting ideas with someone. It could be on the global scale as well, frustrating kind of hot-headed information coming in that's making you feel agitated. Yeah, that's around you. It's not you, it's your own energy. This is you. So the Four of Swords is saying you're taking time out. You need a rest, Aries. You've been working too hard. If this has been you with the conflicting, battling energy. I'm seeing in the centre of the spread much more calmness and taking time out and a rest. But this is saying as well, you need to take some time out, Aries. So even if it's a nap, I think power naps are brilliant. 20 minutes in the day. If you're up really early and you're going to bed late, sleep is so important. So, obviously don't have a coffee just before you go to bed. Try not to, take things that are going to agitate you. But it's really important to have a rest, and maybe make sure you're drinking enough water as well to look after yourself. Like we said at the beginning, make sure you put your needs, don't sacrifice your needs before other people's, because Aries, if you're not healthy and strong in yourself, you won't be used to anyone. Okay, so sometimes Aries need to remember that, because I think you tend to be the gallant warriors. You're charging on ahead, and usually very good health as well. So you don't naturally want to be the person having a rest, but really it propels you to be even stronger afterwards, Aries. It's really worthwhile. Okay, in your environment you've got the Page of Swords. So this is stepping back from the physical action and physical maybe arguments, verbal chat, and this is taking more of a mental high ground. So you're stepping away from the physical contact or the more obvious interaction, and you're taking the moral high ground in some way. So you're just being more reserved and holding judgment. It can be the spy card as well, this. So maybe you're just listening and taking in information and maybe not acting on it as you move forward in the energy around you. Or maybe someone around you is being more reserved and holding themselves back. So that's absolutely going to help with the atmosphere, because then you've got the Nine of Cups, which is really gorgeous. This is your attitude, and this is your hopes and fears as you move forward. So you're hoping for this happiness and wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups, and it's not like the gold at the end of the rainbow, the chest of gold at the end of the rainbow. This is like enjoying the natural enjoying food, enjoying having a laugh with your friends. You just want to have the simplistic pleasures in life, and you'll enjoy that and really appreciate those things and not take them for granted. That's what you want, and to have harmonious relationships with other people around you and feel good. So this is saying that's your attitude as you're moving forward, and that's what you're hoping for. So I feel like you're going to get it, because then you get the Queen of Rods, and she's the most gorgeous, one of the most, I'm just thinking of the other queens. I think she is about the most gorgeous, actually, the Queen of Rods. So she's your energy, this could be male or female. And she's one of the fire signs. So this is your card, Aries. Can also be Leo or Sagittarius, but she's extremely warm, very vibrant, energetic, enthusiastic, can have a strong magnetism, and someone who brings out the best in other people as well. So I feel like with your positive energy, you're enjoying and appreciating the simple things in life, just getting together with others and having a nice drink or whatever, or enjoying good times together. You've got this beautiful energy of the Queen of Rods. So this is either you or this is someone that you're attracting to you. And the sun's shining here because you've got the sunflowers and there's so much gold in the card. It's really abundant. So, if you're thinking about a work situation, this is very positive. She's very capable, the Queen of Rods, and very, one of the regal cards. She's in command. So very nice, and nurturing and encouraging in your growth, in any projects that you're working on, Aries. Very nice. Let's see what the clarifiers are before we go to the other cards. So then we still see a little bit with the Eight of Swords. There's some kind of, it's an old belief that's probably worn out and not the most helpful to you, but you're feeling held back by some old beliefs. I always say with this, someone's tied up this person and the swords have been put in place, and whoever put those thoughts, which are symbolized by the swords, thoughts and outworn beliefs into this person's mind, they've long gone. So this could have been said to you a long time ago, unhelpful words. So it's really helpful to think, okay, it's the thing about, when I did some training on counselling and psychology and stuff, they were saying with that, it's all about NATs, so killing negative automatic thoughts. So I feel that if you feel those negative thoughts come into your mind, just kill them. Don't allow it. Don't put energy into it. Just instead switch to something else and then think of a positive outcome. Even if it's like someone you think, oh gosh, I know they're going to do that again. Just think, okay, you've heard yourself say that in your mind, but quickly go, no, okay, but you never know, they might start doing it that way. They might start doing it that way, and give people the an opening so that they can maybe change the pattern of the behaviour. Because sometimes sticking to the same outworn conversations, it just gets us nowhere. So really really helpful. And then with the this is a major arcana, so it does trump this card anyway. It feels to me like you've got the patience with the Temperance card, which this card's attached to Sagittarius as well, but it doesn't have to be. And it's talking about the flow of life, the connection between the conscious and the unconscious. So unconscious, subconscious messages coming to us that hold us back. So it's being aware of that, really. And it's about blending male and female logic and intuition, yin and yang, and each requires its opposite to form a whole. So this is giving us balance and an adaptable influence, and feeling calm and in control of events. So it feels like you're going to work your way away from this held back, restrictive mental beliefs. It feels like you're going to be able to become this more rounded energy. And our actions set events in motion, and then opportunities can happen. So it's about helping humanity in general and pouring something into one vessel, and then it's being replenished by another vessel. So when you pour anything out into another person, then it's replenished naturally. So it's a very beautiful and healing and calm energy, and taking time. It feels like there's healing here, definitely, Aries. Very nice indeed. And you've got this very nice, it's beautiful energy. You've got the King of Cups and the Queen of Rods. There's two regal cards there, and then the major arcanas are very positive as well. It's taking time, stepping back, following your dreams and your stars, and then there's healing and patience here, just taking time. Previously maybe when you've rushed in, it's now taking that power nap and taking the time out to reflect, to then feel that emotional happiness that you've got there with the Nine of Cups. Very nice. So I don't know if it's a romantic reading or not, but for some of you it will be. If you are looking for answers about love, for some people it's got here true love. So with that energy, it's saying this is the romance of a lifetime. Very nice. Okay, so even in romances of a lifetime, you might have conflicting and beliefs, and you need to kind of find a pattern that works and how you exchange your views, And then religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So yeah, maybe you've got different backgrounds that find different things important. Religions often kind of can make people feel quite strongly about things. So it could be about that too. So, but it's just trying to come together, and speaking from the heart will help with that. And then for the Animal Oracles guide, you've got the Armadillo Spirit, and it says set healthy boundaries. But also it's talking about protection. And often with Aries, I do see you being quite energetic and dynamic and being out there. So it says if you partake in activities that have some risk, use the right equipment, because Aries are very sporty, sometimes dangerous sports you enjoy, skydiving, car racing, driving, mountain climbing. For those sort of things, you always use your instinct, and to minimise damage, careful planning is necessary. So don't just fixate on the goal and the thrill of the adventure, but be mindful of any pitfalls that might be on the journey ahead. Okay, Aries, go getters. Okay, so we're going to open up your sacral chakra. So the colour we're looking at is orange. So if you could sit comfortably somewhere where you can open up your shoulders and straighten up your spine, and take a deep breath in through your nose and release through your mouth. And again, inhale and release. And the sacral chakra is in the lower abdomen, and this is helping our flow of emotions. It gives us a sense of abundance, well-being, pleasure and sensuality. It helps with the creative energy and the ability to adapt and to our changing surroundings, giving us the flow and flexibility. Okay, energy. All right, Aries, this is for you. Wow, that was gorgeous. I feel like a water sports Aries there. If maybe you're doing surfing or something, if there's some massive waves sort of washing over you. Okay, Aries, that's the end of the reading. I hope it was helpful, and I hope it helped to raise your vibrations so your energies can ripple out and then wash back over you and everyone and every animal and plant that you come into touch with. It's very beneficial. Please remember to subscribe and like the video. And if you'd like a private reading, check my information page where you can find out how to do that. Okay, lots of love and light to you, Aries. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.